Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, where today we're going to be playing run number whichever, on a Curse of the Labyrinth, with a pentagram to start with, and a teleportation device. Decent damage, probably because of the thing. Yeah, actually I prefer this. Probably decent damage because of the pentagram, but still. It's a good way to start your day. Haven't played Isaac in a week. That's how I record videos now. I just take my weekends and that's it. Recording things during the week right now is preposterous and impossible. So, we're spending our weekends having a good time, being well rested, playing some Isaac. Hopefully won't die. And maybe get a devil deal on this wonderful basement XL floor. Haven't really had an XL start at all in any of these videos yet, which feels unusual on account that this is just a decent. I've gotten so many curses on basement 1, but just rarely an XL. Very strange, but fair enough. Let us try not to die this day. Wondering where to use my game kid, because that thing's gonna destroy stuff, but I could, I guess, just use it on the boss. Maybe you stay away though. Thank you. I'm just gonna use it on this boss first, I guess. No reason not to. Look at me. I'm winning. Yeah, we did it. Perfect. Now we can... I mean, I could just recharge it regularly, or I could take the battery. I don't know. I don't know what's a good idea anymore. So many choices. Haven't played for so long. I don't know where left and right is. Total mayhem. Rerolls rocks into other type of rocks. I mean... No. Nah, actually I don't feel like that at all. That doesn't really seem that exciting. When I really started to think about it for a moment there. So I will choose not to. Would there be a secret room here if you were so kind? Try... Yep, there. No. Don't know what a secret room would be. I feel like that was close enough to the wall to count. But I just don't know anymore. I hope you're all doing well. It's been so long since I feel... This week felt like an eternity. So it does feel like it has been some time since I've actually been able to say that out loud. So that's good. Here we are again. We made it through another week of what is the busiest time of the year for me. And I'm happy that this is progression. Progression through this ridiculous thing of a year that we're having. Slowly but surely we're making it to the end. It's just that it all feels a little bit peculiar right now. And I look forward where things feel like they're a little bit more balanced and stuff. I guess the secret room could be left? Yeah, it could be there. That actually wouldn't... It feels like it's calling to me almost. Almost. I'm excited to find out whether or not the secret room is where I think it is. But all in all, a pretty quick basement. Usually our basements are like 16 minutes, so it's actually kind of nice to have one only take like a couple instead. Very strange experience. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Beautiful. Very nice. Now, uncertain if I want to use my game kit on the boss or not. Because it's Little Horn, I don't really want to do that. If Krampus is there, I'd rather have the game kit available for that, you know? Plus this guy's just throwing bombs all over the place, so... Really, feel more tempted to just kill him like this. It seems that he's really just actively helping me out to win this fight, which is nice. Give me one of these. That's not Krampus. And also, that's better than Game Kid. So, we had a good run. But we did... If we had taken red heart damage, we could have maybe seen that killing someone with it would have given me some of my red hearts back. But unfortunately, we were not so lucky. So we will just have to move on instead. Let's just have a nice and swift run. Curse of Darkness immediately afterwards. I guess why not? No reason not to. I could use the consumables. But overall, this build, yeah, I feel confident that it's already good enough to win. This may feel like a little bit premature to say at this point, but no, I'm feeling good about it. I got a good feeling. So, to talk about something completely different, I've come to the realization that I no longer have heard any music in the last 5 years, and this seems like an odd realization. But I've been watching these videos, the best videos on YouTube, you could say, called stuff like best songs from the top 10s and the top thousands and whatnot, and it's really just easy to get lost in that nonsense because it's very easily consumable content. I would call it. There's like one channel which just has a million of those videos, and if you've watched like 3 of them, you'll have heard the same song like 4 times already. It doesn't matter what year you're watching. But somewhere along the line of like 2016, I feel, all of the, I just don't recognize any of it. It just somehow, that's like the point where it's like, nope, don't recognize any of this. Like I can recognize a couple of the recognizable and like relatable songs about like taking your horse down the old time road and riding until you cannot no more, but other than that, I feel like I've just missed out on a lot, and it's just been a very peculiar feeling. I always thought it would never happen to me, this thing that everyone said happened to them at some point, but somehow I have reached the point where it has happened to me, and now I am frightened. I don't know what to do with this information. This lack of knowledge that I don't really feel like filling up either, because it's not like I really... I can take that, I guess. It wasn't like I was really missing out on anything either, but still it was just unusual that it just wasn't there. It was just nothing. Very strange. Anyway, that's been my period of time. Don't even really know how to... Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's also pretty good. That's scary. That was very close to me. But yeah, that's been my period of time that I've been spending on stuff, because, you know, right now you're just looking for any avenue of entertainment, and I've realized that I love garbage. It's the best. I wouldn't really call this garbage, because it's just something very like nice to just listen to a couple songs and be like, yeah, I remember that song. I was there when that happened. Oh, Jason Derulo? Hell yeah. I remember when that guy said his name. He did many songs. And now, I don't know what he's doing. I think he still actually quite recently made a new song, and that was also a strange realization. To just see these artists that you haven't heard in 5 years, but they're still effectively making the same song as they were like 10 years ago. And that's how I consume new content now. I just go to lists, just top 10 whatever, and then you just go for it and see what happens. Full mapping for this floor? Hell yeah. Want to know where that secret room is? Keeping that Wheel of Fortune for reasons I cannot explain. Also could have used that shield card, given that, you know, I just decided to take the Wheel of Fortune anyway. I could have just saved myself a heart, but whatever, it's fine. I'm not gonna concern myself with stuff like that. I was kinda hoping I could blow up the shopkeeper, but I've come to the realization that I have no bombs. But perhaps I can purchase one from the shop, along with perhaps a soul heart. That would be lovely. And if I could blow up the shopkeeper then as well, I'll get that extra devil deal chance. What a great day that would be. Anyway, that was my tangent about that life is a never-ending mystery, and everything changes so quickly. I'm gonna just buy a heart and leave. I wish I had more money. If this boss could just give me Pageant Boy, that would just be lovely. If the Hollow could just be a friend. Hollow usually is a friend. It's rare that the Hollow deals damage to you, so, you know, all in all, the Hollow's actually quite nice. Oh, look. If only I had a game kit right now, that would make this fight a lot easier. Although the flies did actually deal a pretty significant amount of damage. There you go. Never the coal. Never the coal. Very sad. Moving on. No more Curse of Darkness, but a Curse of the Maze instead. Still have not looked into if I can do anything with curses at all through modding, because I'm wondering if people have thought of new curses, you know? Because the Curse of the Maze, I can live without it. I don't think there are many people who cannot live without Curse of the Maze in their Binding of Isaac video game, but perhaps I'm being overly judgmental about the Curse of the Maze. Maybe there are people that enjoy going through the same door 4 times. I don't know. I don't know what people enjoy about this game other than the things that I enjoy about them. And that's how I relate to people. There we go. Spawns a trapdoor. I could just leave. But I was kind of hoping for a ladder, so with this disappointment, I will move on. I'm going to bomb every single door. I'm going to get that coin, actually, because I think I can get it if I blow up the mushroom, right? Does that work? Mushrooms are bridges, too. As long as you just blow them up, right? That works in real life as well. You just need to use the right method. And that's really the only thing stopping you from using a mushroom as a human bridge, so keep that in mind next time you come across a path where a bridge would significantly help your life. Just find a mushroom and step on it properly. You'll know if it's not working because you will sink or fall. I guess you probably shouldn't do it on high altitudes or places with running water, but if there's like a small puddle, how is this the second black heart that I've seen this run? How does that even happen? At what point do black hearts spawn multiple floors in a row? I don't know, but fair enough, I guess. I guess every game just really doesn't want me to be cursed. Maybe it hurt me talk about how I didn't like Curse of the Maze, and it was just immediately like, alright, no curses. Oh, you don't have money? No curses. Next floor, whatever, I don't care. You don't seem to care about my feelings, so here you go. Here's no more no more curses for you. I'm mad now. Game angry. You get it. You'll get it. Anyway, this build is very adequate. And I'm pretty happy about it. It's nice to just have a nice and cozy run to start the weekend off, you know? I started recording this in the morning. That's actually kind of crazy to me. I don't actually remember the last video I recorded in the morning. Usually I start off at like 2 in the afternoon when it comes to any weekend from the sheer exhaustion that the work week has brought me. But no. The nice thing about the busiest time of year is that it just gets you into like this weird pattern of problem solving and complete lack of sleep, but also somehow being able to push through it. Alright, that doesn't seem like a very healthy way of life, but still, it's working out for me. So sometimes you just gotta take it with like a, oh well, if this works for you, then fine I guess, but probably be careful. Because it's good to not overwork yourself, and that's a very easy thing to do when you're completely overwhelmed by everything. But I don't know, I'm feeling good. Something about it. It's just made it through the week, and now I just got some time to relax, to take for myself. Instantly use the day guys room. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna take damage here. My movement speed is complete hot garbage, and also these guys are taking a lot of damage, actually. Yeah, don't like that room with no movement speed, I have come to realize. Let's blow up some of these rocks, actually. Just for fun. Let's see if we can find a trapdoor somewhere on this floor. We have so many bombs. We have so many bombs at our disposal, and we're not using them to their fullest potential. Mostly I'm just looking for an item room at this point, and I don't really want to go into the room with the 2 locks, because I only got the 1 keys. That's the secret room thing. Have I found my secret room? I have not. It might actually be worthwhile. I don't know where it would be, but it's probably next to my challenge room, and I don't really feel like walking all the way there. But I do feel like teleporting there and then walking back to get my Wheel of Fortune card back. Because that makes sense. Alright, yeah, sure. I haven't used this one in a bit. I haven't really had a build where I felt inclined to use this. Or just see it that frequently, I suppose. It's not the most common item in the world. It's better than triple shot in most ways, I do believe, if I remember correctly. On account that there are 4 tiers. Actually, I should try and see if there's anything in my challenge room, because I guess I couldn't enter it. Golden chest. 1 bomb. I sort of forgot that keys were the one thing that I didn't really have at my disposal, and I just opened it immediately. Now limiting my access to that room with the 2 locks, but perhaps I will get a key here from all this shenaniganry. Not really worried about taking damage right now, because, I don't know, feeling good. Feeling like I have full control over this item that I haven't used in so long, called quadruple shot, or whatever it's, what is it called? The 4 tiers, I'm pretty sure that's the name of the item. The 4 tier shot. Is pretty sure that sounds right. That sounds accurate. Let's just move on before anyone has a chance to correct me. Because that's how time works in YouTube comment land. There you go. Unidentified pill. Balls of steel. Perfect. Yep. That's what that pill was. Let's see if we can get a key here at least. You know what I like? Moving. You know when I'm not doing this run? Let's see if we can get some movement speed from that. From this here. I don't know how, but let's just hope. That's a lot of money at least. Maybe we can get something cool from the shop that I haven't gotten yet. I don't really remember what was in there other than no curse. I guess like the red mushroom, that would be lovely. That would just be really nice right about now. I guess I could take the mushroom trinket. Yeah. This is fine. Given that I'm probably gonna be keeping this guppy's head over here. That actually seems pretty nice. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty decent extra movement speed right there. Happy about that. Don't like that though. Don't like that either. But it's nice to get them out of my pool. I believe in that this Wheel of Fortune card is gonna be the blessing that is gonna make this run the best run. Until then, we'll just have to keep it and hope, but I got a good feeling about it. I got a good feeling. 28-hour energy, sure. Unidentified. Anything that's unidentified could be a speed up. No, it's not a speed down because I found that one already. Look at how many flies I have. No keys. That one would have actually been pretty tempting if I had like a golden key. I think if I find one, I will... Oh my god, I killed the king before he could turn everything into champions. What a wonderful day. That's what you get when you have 100,000 flies. You actually don't have to fight 100 champions for the rest of your life, and that's just lovely. That's just lovely. Look at me getting my heart back. Telepills. Alright. Definitely just doing that. 'Cause this Wheel of Fortune card, this is going to be the one. This is the one Wheel of Fortune that's going to just obliterate the enemy the moment it has a chance to do its thing. As long as I just keep getting batteries from everything as well. Oh, this is really nice. Free 5 coins, free devil deal %. What a great day. Yeah, I don't like this. Open up, you fool. So how's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a good time with life and getting keys just like me. Getting a robo baby maybe? Or maybe baby? Bumbo? Always good. Remember the Legend of Bumbo? Remember that game? Want to just like go back for a second and think about how that is a thing that exists? Because I got every achievement in that game and then I literally just never touched it again. And really, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm fully okay with just never playing that game again because oh my god. It's one of those weird ones where you do kind of just keep playing it, but afterwards I really can't fully explain why. That's really good actually. That might actually be worth keeping, thinking about it. I'm gonna get that key real quick. But yeah, Legend of Bumbo. Weird one. Weird little experience. And perhaps one day time can explain why I spent so many hours on it. But today will not be that day. Let's just get any of these. Speed down's always fun, but maybe not. Let's just try one more. Oh, that's at least something. Not immediately the worst. All in all, pretty good haul. If I find like a blood donation machine, I'm gonna have a pretty large amount of coins. And that's good. That is definitely helpful in my current situation. I need coins more than anything. Because I'm back at 0. Mostly because I spent all my coins. So there you go. I am prepared for whatever the womb shops are gonna give me. Using this great strategy of spending all my money first. And then hoping I can use it to get it back again. I am actually very intelligent. I wonder if we can reach the boss rush in time, because... oh my god. Because the enemies are angry at me, and I don't know, I got a pretty bad feeling about actually trying to go fast right now. Got 0 bombs, and no mapping other than the crystal ball that I left behind. Because I kind of prefer the damage that I can get using Guppy's head. Let's just shoot this one for a while. The other one's nearly dead, I do believe. Wow, that was solid dodging. Getting some 2 extra coins there. That's actually part of the strategy, I do believe. Yeah, there you go. Both dead at roughly the same time. What a great day. More red hearts. No more red hearts. Yeah, those are going away immediately. Might as well get that follower, I guess, for the sake of the conjoined thing. Man, got that red heart regeneration as well. I'm just gonna throw it away. Like it's nothing. But look at me getting a lot of coins just as I said away. It's all part of the plan. Tears up as well. That's actually pretty damn good right now. Paralysis. I already had telepills, so the odds of getting that again were 0. And there we go. That is extra damage. That's extra movement speed as well. I actually forgot about that. Occasionally a fear effect, but definitely no boss rush. There seems to be pretty much a 0% chance there, because that took a second, but that's okay. I got a Wheel of Fortune card. It's not like I'm going to teleport out of there now, am I? But maybe I'll be able to reach Hush. That could be good. Oh boy, unless you get stuff like that though. Where the enemy just decides to go on a small walkabout and just enjoy their day with their big old shielded head. Look at you every time they have a chance. You know, good times all around. But let's just mosey along. Let's see if we can find anything more goodness in this run. We might be able to re-roll our build on this next room. That's always exciting. Would I do that with this build? Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I guess not if you don't even have the choice, but still. It's making me think about it. I'm gonna use this. And then run back to that room, because, you know, I do just... What floor am I on? Depths 2, yeah. I guess I'll take the 5 bombs. For 7 coins, that seems like a pretty reasonable deal. That's the downside of fear effect with that specific enemy, where it's just like, well, time to wait. But that's okay. At least we managed to save 1 key by teleporting to our shop, so that's good. All in all, we're being a little frugal when we need to be, and it's making this run succeed. Just gotta remember to go back for that Wheel of Fortune. Also, this is quite a large floor, I'm realizing. What is that? I have seen that trinket before, but I don't think I ever actually checked what specifically it does. And now I'm a little curious. Luck up. Perfect. What is this? Damage taken will ignore spirit black hearts, causing your red heart containers. Very useful in A run that doesn't have red hearts anymore. And B, when you want to keep your devil deal chance. I feel like that's just really bad for that sense, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess it could maybe be good if it doesn't cost you your devil deal chance, but that's really the only thing I can think of for it being good. And I guess after, like, the womb, after that it doesn't really matter what your devil deal chance is anymore, so I suppose at that point it might actually be good to take red heart damage first, especially if you're still trying to get your Polaroid effect to be activated. Alright, so how does this work? Just walk slowly? I don't know. Is that how you do it? Yeah, I do kind of like the movement speed of that. This would be a good time to still have a hermit card. But what are you gonna do? That's life. That's called lack of preparation. And not expecting the challenge room to ever really contain anything useful. It's a rare one when you think about it. It doesn't happen too frequently that the challenge room is exceptionally useful for your build. Ooh. Bercano. I kind of wish I found my item room before I had to give up this void card, because I don't really particularly feel like going back to my item room, using the void, and then going all the way back up again. Like, if I could carry 2 cards, that would have been good. But alas, we have passed upon that opportunity this time, and therefore we will fail to see that one in action. Because the item room was all the way over here, and I was really banking on it being in the top left. And it was the wrong bank to bank on. It was bad banking. It was poor money management. Where? There. There we go. That's what I could have turned that. I could have turned that into a stat up, you know? And I didn't. I'm gonna attribute that one to my hubris and my overconfidence in map reading. Pretty sure those both mean the same thing, but let's just... both of them. Both my hubris and my overconfidence are being put into question on my current motives for not doing what I could have been doing all along. If the startup was like a little bit more significant, probably would have thought about it more, but The main thing I feel like the void is good for is when you like get a whole bunch of pedestal items and just eat them all at the same time, you know? Just eating one of them just... I mean, it's good if you can, I guess. If you have like a blank card or something like that with it, then obviously it's pretty good to just turn some things into startups, but having to walk all the way back and forth for it is too much. Just too much. I'm not ready for that life. Anyway, we're doing pretty okay so far. We've almost beaten Mom. We're having a reasonable time. It's not the slowest run or the fastest run in the world, but it's kind of in the middle. It's one of those middle ground runs that will eventually make it to the end. Give me some cool startups, please. Tears up, maybe? 1 Ipecac tier? Let's use that tip. Blech. Just shoot the wall so far up that it definitely wouldn't have opened the secret room, even if the secret room was there. That's the best. That's the best right there. Where... the one downside... Well, one of various downsides about the fear effect is just that the enemies get scared. The real downside is that it does exactly what it does. And sometimes it just wastes time. Most times, I would say, actually, it wastes time. It's more or less just a decent crowd control, but not really the fastest thing in the world unless it's just completely unaffected by it. Like that particular enemy over there. There is a tinted rock over here. More hearts. Yeah, not the most special run, but it's one that has quadruple shot. The spider's eye, the 4 tiers, and so forth. So all in all, I can't really complain. It's something new. Something that I haven't experienced in a while. It's fun to come back to every now and then, you know? And that's more or less Isaac in a nutshell right there. There's something to come back to every now and then. Yeah. And it's cozy. I don't know where to go. I kind of want to find that shop that I've been promised 17 floors ago, but I don't really know how mapping in the womb works in that regard. Does it just add an extra room? I would imagine so, right? Or would it just generate a whole different room if you take a trinket like that? That also makes sense, I guess. Like if I didn't take this trinket, it would just be a very different floor layout. Like, would that be easier or harder to do than just add an extra room somewhere in terms of map generation? I don't know how stuff works. I just play the games. I don't think about these things. That looks like it could be a shop, perhaps. Don't see tinted rocks. Does this do anything? I mean, it charges my current item, I guess, but doubles the use of any tarot card. Yeah, sure. If I could get like I guess I'll take this. I guess I'll blow that guy up. Like if I could get a blind card just real quick, I could turn this Wheel of Fortune into so many wheels. I could turn it into so many machines. It would be quite nice. But again, not gonna really bank on that one just yet. Given that we have like 1 shop remaining where we could maybe get a blind card. It reduces the chances a little bit, but still, it would be nice. Wow, 2 of them. That's unusual. Usually, you at least you get the little guy in there, but there you go. Different type of champion, I suppose. Fair enough. Let us kill this boss. Move on with our day. I'm tempted to bomb my way through some of these rooms. Maybe, because I wouldn't mind reaching Hush. It's not the best build, but it should be able to beat Hush, right? I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. That's really my main concern. Because I'm not going to have mapping on the next floor. Unless I find another not Wheel of Fortune, mapping world. One of them's cards. And that'll be nice. What are you? No. None of the above, thank you. I'm a little tempted to sacrifice my health, actually. Let's just do that for a second here, because we do have the Polaroid. Definitely is going to make it harder to, like, try and reach the Hush fight, but... last one before I just leave. Nope. Not happening. Ace of clubs. Demon Judgy, more like poopy. That's right. Destroyed. Onwards we go. On to hopefully Hush if I'm real quick about it. Just need to really run for it because just don't have that much time right now, but as long as we just stick to the quick rooms, not accidentally go in the wrong direction like we are currently doing, we got this. Easy peasy. Look at me playing quick. That's something you don't see every day. Ah, boy. That's just real sad. Is there a tinted rock there? Maybe. I want to see if I can do it. Oh boy. Careful though. Don't want to accidentally take too much damage trying to get somewhere quickly. Because it would be good if I could also survive fighting Hush as well, I suppose. Oh my god. Going in the right direction though, that's definitely the hardest thing about this game. Okay, fine. Clear the whole room, I suppose. That's not helpful. Keep getting these forks in the road where I could go either way and it keeps being the wrong way. Just real sad. Just real sad. There's almost certainly no way. Well, maybe. If I can do a lot of damage here. I don't know if I even have the damage to do this in time. If I'm truly being honest. We'll just try. But let's not be too disappointed when this inevitably doesn't happen. Maybe. Wow. By the second. Well, fair enough. I guess we reached Hush. Let's see if we can do anything with this. Ah, man. When you try, sometimes you do actually succeed. It's a weird feeling. Really didn't expect that to work, but fair enough. I don't really want this right now. Not particularly. What about this? Boomerang like familiar or a horrible time? At least the boomerang familiar is not the worst, but... Ooh. I briefly considered just this brief moment of, should I take the stopwatch and see if I just don't get the speed up? I guess I don't need money anymore. I'm not gonna find any more shops, and even if I find like a demon or a coin beggar, it wouldn't really matter. Probably better to maybe turn some of these coins into chests in the chest. But let's see if we can fight Hush with a build like this, because it's adequate. And I guess the 9-volt battery does work with the 1 charge active items, because it is slowly recharging it, which is nice. But overall, doesn't lead to that many flies. I mean, I could probably save up a bunch of flies if I really wanted to. But the extra damage that the flies are doing every now and then, I guess it's good enough for me. Well, let's see if I still know how to play this game a little bit. I think the boomerang is actually getting rid of some of the tears as well, isn't it? I'm not overly familiar with this thing, but yeah, it does seem to actually block some of the tears every now and then, so it's making things a little bit easier. Wouldn't really count on it in a pinch, but it's doing work. It's making some room available. So look at... Oh. I'm just here being excited. You can't just be shooting me when I'm not paying attention due to my excitement. Pretty sure that's considered cheating. What a great boss this is. Shooting to the right every now and then. Switching directions. Wow. What a life. I wonder if I have a least favorite boss in this game, thinking about it. Like, this is obviously just not the best, right? Like, this is more or less just waiting. And it is a lot more exciting with characters like the Lost and the Keeper, obviously, because they're just worse. You just don't have the room to take a lot of damage, and you need to play the run like at a decent speed to even get here in the first place. But I don't know, if I had to pick between this and like Delirium, I guess I'd rather have this, because Delirium sometimes just bugs out and just deals damage to you that you can't really avoid, so that's, that's a sad reason to think of something as the least favorite boss, though. It's like, yeah, I don't really like this one because it doesn't work. And that's a bit of a downer, but what are you gonna do? I mean, when things don't work, it is just a bit of a miserable experience, isn't it? He's gonna go down, yep. Well, we're dealing decent damage so far, at least, so not too dissatisfied so far. Just hope he's just not gonna shoot lasers at me in a second, because he's reaching about that health threshold. Also, didn't really see what attack he was doing there, so that's also not great. But standing roughly over here seems to be doing okay. Still really don't know what the best way of dodging it is, but I feel like if you're standing in a place where they don't hit the first time, it seems unlikely that they're gonna hit later on their second loop through the room, but you know. Can you really call what I do a strategy, or is it just believing in yourself? Sometimes just sheer overconfidence is the key to winning an Isaac run, and that's how I like to play the game personally. With a big old smile on my face and just laughing at everything that tries to destroy me. Yeah. Even when it is doing a pretty decent job at actually destroying me. There's a lot of tears on here right now. Yeah, broken stopwatch with like double speed on this. Oof. I don't think I've even tried it, but I can imagine it being an experience. Maybe next time I have an I am excited pill, I should just pop it and see what happens. Just go completely crazy with it. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. And that's pretty much the hard part of this run then by then. I don't think I'm gonna go to the Void today. To Delirium. Don't really feel like it. Wow, I'm surprised this is not hitting me. Fair enough, I guess, but still. That seemed very close. Come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Wonderful. Wheel of Fortune still in our pocket. We're ready to start fighting Isaac and Blue Baby. Up, left, down, right. Let's pick the wrong direction. I guess now that we no longer have like a time constraint. I was gonna say now we no longer have a time constraint. I'm inevitably just going into the right direction immediately, followed by the next room being a dead end. That's pretty classic mind reading from the game there, and I'm always impressed by how well it is doing at that. So good job, game. I guess I should blow up every like blue fire, right? Because I got like some bombs. Pretty worthwhile. What spawns a what? A gas cloud. Man, I misread that completely. I saw the word God in there for a second. Like, I was like, what am I spawning with that pill? 'Twas not God. 'Twas not. 'Twas something else indeed. Full mapping for this floor? Yeah. Look at me going the complete opposite direction. It's fine. At least we didn't go into the big room, I suppose. But if I could just pick directions a little bit better sometimes, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd feel pretty happy about that. If I could just go in the right direction consecutively. That would be a life changer right there in many ways. Look at that. 2 bombs. Perfect. Onwards we go. Immediately with the jump. What a jerk. Not a friend of mine. Probably doesn't even dance. Ugh. Ridiculous. Well, I guess he jumped immediately, so the likelihood of that character not dancing is, I suppose, quite low. Can I get a red chest with stuff in it rather than bombs? That would just be neat. I'm just gonna use this immediately. I'm just gonna chill here for a good 30 seconds. Because I don't feel like it. We're taking that Wheel of Fortune to the next floor, so might as well have the easiest time in the world with this boss. There we go. Should I try to dodge these in a more cool way? Because usually I just stand in a corner, but you could also just sort of stand in the middle of these things. Also, 30 seconds is like an eternity, right? I feel like 30 seconds have actually passed in this fight at this point, but you know what, if the game wants to keep giving me a shield, maybe it just lasts longer than 30 seconds, because there's no way. Maybe I just have a really poor concept of time. Like, both of those are equally possible, I suppose, but I'd just be a little surprised. Yeah, I want that. Because that's just really good. Poison Tears, always fun. Knockback Tears with the Tears up. Pretty damn good. Shooting a little bit quicker. Bomb Bag. Not great, but sure. Probably should have used this first, but I didn't. One makes you larger. Oh, and just 2 retrovisions. Alright. I guess this would be fun. Let's try this for a second. We have a lot of money. Let's have the screen shake for a moment. Maybe not use Suicide King though. Might as well have a use for all these coins that we have accumulated up to this point. Gonna be a little bit unpleasant to look at, I suppose, but if we can find like a room with a bunch of tiny monsters in it, that would be nice. Look at that. Look at those tears sticking to that guy. Easy win. Easy life. This is such a good item. Like, it's a good thing you didn't teleport, I suppose, but when you got these sticky tears, they do actually deal a fair amount of damage usually. Look at that. Alright, big room. Big chances. Perfect. That's the sound of that strategy working. I would know, because I was the one making the sound. But yeah, it mostly works on tiny monsters, I suppose. I was kind of hoping that using the item twice effect would be a little bit more effective, but I'm happy that it's not actually costing me double money to use it twice, but I'm also not sure if it's actually happening twice. So there you go. I don't know how things work. Either way. Also, I guess I could have picked up that Best Bud a while ago, but I didn't. I chose not to. Oh my god. Wow, I just completely forgot that attack existed for a second there. Just completely blanked on it. Very strange. Judgment. Oh, beautiful creatures. That's just lovely. Look at that. Look at how many scythes I'm shooting right now and how they get stuck on the enemy as well. It's because they're so sharp. And maybe because of that other item, but mostly because they're so sharp. That makes sense. This is a really big floor. I actually thought I was going in the wrong direction here because I was just hoping to see a little bit more of the chest, but this might actually be leading to the boss. Fair enough, I suppose, but not what I expected. Not what I expected. There you go. Boom. No, that's really just bad. It's just really only a negative. I kind of like having the Polaroid effect available because my health is not amazing. It's not the worst, but not the best. Either way, let's see if we can quickly finish this run in a nice, roughly 40 to 45 minute experience. And all in all, feeling pretty good about it. Just a nice little Isaac run to start the weekend with. That's lovely. I hope this video actually goes out on a Friday, but I really don't know what video goes out what day. I'm still trying to stick to like 3 videos a week, but what video goes out which day, I don't know. All I know is it's Saturday for me now, and that's good enough for me. That's what I base all my things on. Let's leave this place. I guess I want to use the Hermit card after this, just to see if it takes me to like an I Am Error room, but I think that's actually impossible? I'm just curious if it'll happen, you know? Just a morbid curiosity. There's so many scythes stuck out of it. And also one on like the tiny fly. I was flying around him, so I was going a little bit circly. That was fun. Okay. I'd say we call it a day there. Hope y'all enjoyed it. It's been a good time. I had a good time. Hope you're having a good day. I hope the birds are having a good day. We have won 28 times in a row, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.